And we're back with another episode of The Morning Wood Show. I am one of your hosts, Richie Sky, and this is...
I am the wonderful Mr. DeMar Maurice Bouvier.
Yes.
Guess who it is?
No legendary? What?
Well, you know, I just thought I'd turn down for a little bit.
Turn down for what?
Just for a little bit. And our recent news that we're going to discuss, I decided I'm going to turn down just for a little bit, you know. We've been gone for a minute. We've been delayed.
But we're back with the jump off.
We're back with the, I don't know about jump off. I'm classy.
We jumping off everything up in here. How about that?
But anyway, welcome back to the show once again. We love doing the show for you. And we're going to jump right into the news that you're talking about, the news that we're talking about. As you all know, George Zimmerman was found not guilty this weekend for the murder of Trayvon Martin. I think the nation was sad altogether because it was really sad what happened, and then to see that he got off not guilty. I mean, I at least thought he would get manslaughter.
The timing of this whole verdict being released was so interesting to me.
What do you mean?
I just feel like, you know, okay, so we know that when people deliver news, it's kind of like you deliver bad news on like a Friday or perhaps maybe a Saturday night. Seriously? Like, I just feel like that was just interesting, the timing of the release of that news. Don't you think?
I really didn't think about that.
I wonder, because, and I guess this is from studying news, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I majored in journalism, so I'm kind of familiar with how they do things. When it's something really, really bad, I mean, they typically release that news on like a Friday or during the weekend when people aren't as aware or as fired up about it. You know, it kind of almost a little bit goes under the radar. Not that this could ever go under the radar, but I just found that very interesting.
It was a little off guard.
It was very off guard. I was trying to celebrate my birthday, which is July 16th, and I hear the next day, because I was totally wasted, sorry, that
turned down.
I was turned up, okay? But I heard that it was released, and I was like,
because I was on my way to meet you, and they were saying they had reached a verdict, and I was like, now? You want to do this
like now? Right now? Like seriously?
You know, and I think what it was, I really, really think the media wanted people to riot. They really wanted people to just go out and act ignorant, because they were already planting the seeds of, you know, people may riot.
But I think that was their way of trying to control the situation and make sure that people didn't riot, because I feel like you deliver news on a Saturday night when people are already out. So a lot of people aren't going to hear about it till possibly the next day. So then that reaction may not be as strong. It's just an interesting time to release it regardless. We can speculate all we want to.
Right.
The unfortunate thing here is that he was found not guilty.
He's going to walk away free. And you know,
and it's disturbing.
I think I don't want to really point a finger at the 6 women, but it really hit me hard that 6 women could allow him to walk away free. I mean, I really thought that these women were going to be a little bit more compassionate and would really review the evidence, because I'm assuming that they are mothers or some type of maternal instinct inside of them somewhere. I think that's what's really, really shocking to me.
But it's so hard to determine like who in that room really felt like he was not guilty and how that consensus came about.
Because I was in the room, we still in there.
Right, I mean, and you kind of feel like, you know, is there any intimidation that goes along with...
Was there a bully in the room?
Yeah, I mean, making that decision, because you just don't know. I mean, there could be somebody in there who felt like he was guilty, but may have been overruled or just felt like intimidated by the other people who didn't. It's very difficult for me to understand, given the evidence in the case, how we would say he's not guilty, but
that's not charged him with anything.
Like nothing. You get off scot-free. Seriously?
That really hurt. That really hurt. I didn't really follow the trial, so I'm a softie, as you may not know. I'm a softie, so I didn't really follow the trial or anything. Just wanted to wait for the verdict, and it was read, and you know. So Oprah caught heat for her tweets following the announcement of the verdict. She was promoting one of her shows, and one of the fans was like, you know, how dare you promote, you know, a show right now? And not in her defense, but her defending herself, she said she didn't know. She hadn't heard the verdict. She was out of the country.
Okay. Now I was waiting. I was waiting for this moment, because I've had this sort of feeling ever since. And I kind of read a lot of this stuff on Facebook and on Twitter and on, you know, Instagram, that people will comment when other people won't change their picture to like black out their profile in response to what's going on, or post a picture of Trayvon. And because I didn't do it, I'm just gonna be very honest with you.
And that doesn't mean
that I was not sensitive or socially involved in any way, shape, or form.
I didn't post a picture in a hoodie.
I just didn't do that. But I also have to say that I am a person and I still have other things that are going on. I still have to go to work. I still have to do the things that I do. So don't fault this woman for still having to work. That's still what she has to do. If she didn't know what was going on, she didn't know. So I don't feel like it's her being insensitive. I just feel like it's we still have to go about the business of life, but that doesn't mean that we're not sensitive to what's going on.
And you should know, Oprah, anybody is very sensitive to this issue. So that was, I think the fan was just a little heated at that moment.
And I can understand that as well, because it's kind of like we feel very strongly about this whole situation, and we want to have that public discourse, but I feel like people need to be respectful of people who still have other things that they need to do and talk about.
And just in the future, if that person is watching the show, because they probably are, your voice is just as important as Oprah's voice. So don't try, to put her on a higher level because she has a higher reach. But what you have to say in your tweets are just as important as Oprah's tweets and whatever she has to say. So, just chill out, calm down, and let everybody have their moments.
Simmer down, sir.
But also several celebrities took to Twitter to express their anger and their sadness, and I think it really affected everybody. And also Trayvon's parents, they took to Twitter and they wanted to thank everyone for standing beside them in the fight, and
and that's got to be difficult.
It's got to be difficult to know that this man has gotten off. President Obama called for peaceful demonstrations and rallies. Again, I feel like the media was trying to hype people up to rally. I saw several news vans out on U Street, 14th Street, and I was just like, y'all waiting for something to happen. Y'all really are. But fortunately, I haven't heard of any reports of anything, so I'm really proud of you all for not feeding into that, and the things that I think there are some petitions for the Justice Department. So those are the things that we can do that are constructive and things that will get us further than feeding into someone trying to get us to be violent or whatever.
And I do love that there is so much social commentary surrounding what's happening, because I feel like people are starting to get involved.
And I think I want to applaud social media for that, because I think social media has gotten more people involved in things that they weren't normally involved in at first. Because you can spread the message faster, and
and people who don't know can start to know.
So, we live in a society now where you can't say you don't know. You may not have heard Oprah at that time, but you can't say you didn't know. But anyway, going forward, Glee star Cory, what is it, Monteith?
Yes, Cory.
He was found unresponsive in his hotel room. You like that, unresponsive? I was gonna say dead, but
I was like
a little.
But that's the case. He was found
unresponsive. You're not responding in there.
Yeah, right.
Okay. We're gonna keep it. So, and I didn't even know that the actor had battled drug problems in the past. So
we talked about that.
We did on the show?
No, actually we talked about that. We talked about just in our personal conversations about.
I don't have to. We talked about it.
I'm talking about it.
Okay.
Excuse this one. What I'm saying was, remember we talked about these celebrities and being found in that state.
In hotel rooms.
Like, it's something.
It's really, really spooky.
It's kind of eerie that I feel like certain celebrities, particularly those who have maybe had some type of substance abuse problems, they go to these hotels, they're doing things, they're filming, they're on promo tours or whatever they're doing, and then they are found dead in their hotel rooms. I just wonder if there's this connection to being alone so much and having to travel, but having so much attention, but then still being alone, and then having these substance abuse problems. I wonder what that does to them while they're in their alone moments that causes them to.
Well, they said several hours before he just tweeted that he was watching some show on the Sci-Fi Channel. So I don't know what happened.
Because we don't know yet, because the autopsy report hasn't been put out there for the public. We don't really know. We can just speculate, but it's just it's sad regardless.
That you would that you could just dial out in the hotel room, and I don't know if people reached out to him, but I didn't know he was dating Leah Michelle.
Yeah,
so that's kind of weird that you have a girlfriend and
she's so successful, your show is successful, it's kind of like you're at the top of your game, and it's like,
did anyone check on him?
That's very scary.
Or did he have any conversations that would cause for alarm but we don't know.
And it's sad for her too, and his family, because
so our condolences to his family and the whole Glee cast, because I'm sure that hit all of them rather hard. So that DC has been celebrating the 100-year anniversary of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. The city is red and white all over.
All weekend.
And it is such an uplifting thing to see, especially with the verdict being read and everything that's going on, because you see these images of these positive black women who are coming together to celebrate their legacy of community service and public service and everything that they are doing for the community all over the world. So that's something that was really uplifting to see them arriving in the city. I mean, when I tell you, I think it's reported that 30,000 actually registered for the conference, but there's several thousand more people here.
And it's so interesting to me to note that I know so many Deltas, and I feel like so many of them are so socially conscious, aware, and involved.
I think a lot of
that's amazing.
People that are a part of the Black Greek organizations are very, very aware and very involved. And if you are a member of Delta Sigma Theta and you're not in DC this week, you are lame.
I ain't said.
How could you miss your 100-year celebration?
Listen, everybody can't go to everything.
Skype in.
They may have.
Also doing the celebration, Angela Bassett and Susan Taylor, they were inducted into the organization, so congratulations to them. And just a few other celebrity ladies of Delta Sigma Theta: Nikki Giovanni, Betty Shabazz, Lena Horne, Shirley Chisholm, and Cicely Tyson. So just to name a few other celebrities. So
congratulations.
I think they're still here. They're
congratulations
still doing
to all the Deltas out there.
Congratulations. Tina Turner. Oh my God. Tina Turner is getting married for the second time.
I did not know she'd been living in Switzerland for like the past 15 years.
Where did you think she got that accent from? She didn't come out of that bush with that accent.
I thought she made it up like Madonna. You know, Madonna's adopted it. I'm going to adopt an accent as well.
When I get older, I'm going to adopt one as well.
No, I'm going to do it like next year.
But she is 73 years old, and she's marrying her boyfriend of 27 years. And like you said, they've been living together in Switzerland for 15 years. That's a very, very long time to be dating someone for 27 years. If we don't know within the first 2 years, there is a problem. 27 years?
Yeah, I want to be sure.
She's pretty sure. Well, I guess after what she's been through with Ike, she wasn't playing no games.
I can imagine that, because I think that a relationship like that can potentially scar a person for life. Trust me, I understand that. So, I get that.
Yeah, I get it too. More Oprah news. Oprah's going to sit down with actress Lindsay Lohan when she gets out of rehab. And I think this is going to be a very interesting interview, but I really don't think I want to see it.
I actually want to see it. I think it'll be very, very interesting, because I feel like, I feel like Oprah's that auntie, that can talk some sense into somebody. I feel like she might be able to talk some sense into Lindsay Lohan, because I feel like her mom is not doing it.
So what did Rihanna get out of her conversation with Oprah?
I don't really think, let me say something about that.
Let's not.
I do have one thing to say. I feel like, how old is Rihanna?
I don't know.
I feel she's 20 or something, maybe 24.
Yeah, something
24.
like that.
Let's say she's 24. I mean, I feel like she's doing what a 24-year-old would do at that age, and you have all this money and success. I mean, we could talk about what her ex-boyfriend is doing, but
we're not.
I'm just saying. So let's not go there.
but we're not.
To be fair, we could.
Just with Lindsay Lohan, I just feel like
she's out of control.
Does a lot of things for attention. She's out of control. But it's so funny. It's so funny that Oprah's going to sit down with her.
Is it Yana
said no.
Yana said no.
She said some people are beyond my help, or something. Some people you just can't.
I just discovered that as well.
Yeah, she said that, and so kudos to Oprah. Ayanna, so she ain't touching it. I was about to say a curse word. She ain't touching it. But so you all watch that, and we probably talk about it when it comes on. I'm sure it's going to be full of it. But it's our favorite time of the show. I don't know if it's your favorite time of the show, but it's my favorite time of the show to really stop talking, because it's reality roundup.
Y'all know I'm the reality
roundup guru. So I'm going to be quiet.
Okay, so we all know that we are looking forward to the new season of Real Housewives of Atlanta. All of the housewives from last season have signed on, and they're currently, I think, going to rotate in a friend of the housewives. So my hope is that it's Marlo Hampton again. I really want her to come back and stir some ish up. So that's what I'm hoping for. Okay. Are you hoping for a new lady, or would you like to see Marlo come back?
I think Marlo should come back. I mean, I enjoy looking at her townhouse.
I did too, actually. She's kind of fly.
Her life of being an escort was very interesting to me.
She's kind of fly, kind of sexy. She got a mouth on her, so I like
her life of being an escort was very interesting to me.
In other news that I like escorts. Anyway, we know that. What else do we know is going on?
Nene show is coming. I Dream of Nene.
I Dream. Well, it's funny because they filmed that and then they started filming Real Housewives of Atlanta. So we'll get to see that, I'm assuming, first.
Okay. And Nene said she's excited about the show because you get to see some of her other girlfriends and some of her new girlfriends that that are involved in her life. So I'm excited about that. The newly remarried Nene. But Nene, reportedly, and this was confirmed by Andy, that Nene got into a slapping match with Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Brandy.
I actually can see that coming because apparently they have had words via Twitter before. And I will tell you this, I feel like while Nene's a bad mamma jamma, I feel like Brandy is not to be messed with.
I feel like it's a sad, sad day when two grown women can take a Twitter beef into a public arena. That's how I feel.
I mean,
write that down.
Let me ask you a question. Have you not wanted to slap somebody before?
I want to slap you all the time, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm grown. I don't have to handle my feelings and my anger that way.
I feel like personally that
especially being a celebrity,
as much as I might want to slap somebody, the thing that stops me is I have too much at stake.
Right. I mean, I can see if I was a common person that had nothing to lose.
I just want to know that it was caught on camera. That's what I'm hoping for. That's all I want to know.
Go ahead.
Well, speaking of things being caught on camera and fights and such, it's being said that there was a firing at the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta reunion.
Your favorite show.
I love that show every Monday night. Mona Scott Young, shout out to you. But apparently, a little scrappy with them balls on, and Erica got the boot during the reunion. Now, how crazy is that? Apparently, it was for being too boring. I don't understand that part because they have brought quite a bit of drama this season. So.
Unfortunately, I saw one of the episodes this weekend and I was just disgusted that you would have your mother, that there were mothers on television about to put the paws on each other.
About to box. I really feel like Erica's mom would have taken Mama D. I'm just saying.
I think she would have too.
She looked like she was about to like.
And actually, I wanted to see her.
I kind of did want to see that.
She's one of those. I mean, I grew up in the hood. Didn't know that, but I grew up in the hood.
No,
she was one of those women that didn't say much, but when it was time to be bowed, she was bowed, and you was going down.
And apparently, it's been reported that she's been to prison, so she probably got a little boxing license.
Right. She said you wasn't no pimp, you was a hoe. I said, well, Lordy, look at there.
So shout out to Erica, Scrappy, and them. But also your favorite show and mine, Basketball Wives, the Miami version is coming back apparently in Miami, and they've dramatically reduced the cast and added one new cast member, Tasha Marbury. So I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Who is Tasha?
Maybe I don't know, but maybe it's gonna be like a little bit more positive this time.
So no Jennifer,
no Royce, no other extra girls that.
What was the other girl that was doing?
Kenya Bell, and other little girl that I forgot your name.
So they're all friends. So what's gonna happen? Somebody's gonna finally pop Susie in the mouth?
Well, I think Susie gets into a food fight with Kenya Bell, but I think that remains to be seen. We have not seen any previews.
Food fight?
Yeah, we have not seen any previews. We've only seen cast photos, so just be on the lookout for that. It'll premiere in August.
Anything else about dysfunctional women on television?
No, not yet.
Well, let's move into music news.
Yes, music news. So everybody is pretty excited about the release of Jay-Z's new album, Magna Carta, Holy Grail. I will tell you that it is one of my favorite Jay-Z albums ever, and I'm a huge Jay-Z fan.
I'm going to download that.
You have to.
I love
Tom Ford, Picasso Baby, they're two of my favorite cuts on the album.
What I love about Jay-Z is really speaking out, and he's like, why is it because I'm black or my wife is black that we're part of the Illuminati? You never said that any white celebrities were a part of the Illuminati. I like it.
Catch that dirt.
I like it.
Also, in other news, we have Chris Brown's new album coming out on July 16th, my birthday.
Happy birthday.
Send me tequila shots.
Virtually.
Right, no, for real. But so I'm excited about that because I really love his virtual collaboration with Aaliyah. I really love that song. I thought that was genius. And I think that what Chris Brown is doing right now is he is definitely trying to rebuild his image.
Right.
There have been stories about him
People trying to
donating
sue
shoes.
him and-
Well, he's doing a lot of like charity stuff right now, and I think that's actually really good because I think it shows him in a different light. And I am really proud of him for making that effort and putting out good music.
Oh, you have good things to say about Chris?
I have always listened. Chris Brown represents for VA, and I fully support anybody who does that.
Right.
I think that we all get into spaces in our lives where we make bad decisions and we don't do the right things, but we
Welcome back to the team.
Whatever, but we try to make up for that.
Right. Really,
and also, who to look out for is Robin Thicke's new album comes out at the end of this month. I'm really excited about that. I've heard the entire album and I love it.
Okay.
It's kind of like a throwback.
Was this a free advanced download from Robin?
No, I don't know about that. What I will say though is that the album is amazing. You definitely need to go out and purchase your copy because I know that I will. I love to support artists who are doing great music, and we also have the newest single from Justin Timberlake, Take Back the Night. I really feel like him and Robin Thicke were just in the studio together at some point and just said, you know what, let's do this thing right here.
Let's do this, okay.
And that's an amazing single, so download that as well. So that's what I have.
The Tops That album.
Okay, so yes. So apparently Diplo had posted something or said something.
Is that his real name?
I don't think that's his real name, no.
Why would you answer that?
Just because I feel like I wanted to answer. Anyway, apparently he had said that she scrapped the entire album, which is why we haven't heard anything other than snippets of grown women and standing on the sun. But apparently he later went back and said that no, they just scrapped his songs. I totally don't believe him. But hey, that would explain the delay and why we haven't heard any new music. Apparently the album comes out in November.
And I was wrong. She was not going to debut new music in the US. I really thought that when she got to the US.
I was hoping that she would do the same thing. So really, honestly, whatever's going on with Beyonce and her new music is a mystery. But I guess just check her out on tour.
Okay. But she's also circling back. She'll be back in DC.
So it makes sense that if the album does come out in November.
So B, you better have something when you come back in December.
But I'll tell you who does. I mean, who has the perfect little rollout is Lady Gaga. She'll be back as well in August with new music and a new album in November as well.
And a new hit. All right. So let's talk about Morning Wood Show news. We have so much going on and it's been delaying our shows and we really apologize. But y'all, we are working and people are loving us. They're requesting us and we're just trying to fulfill our personal dreams aside from the show. This weekend coming up, we are going to be in Charlotte, North Carolina, partying with Meltdown Productions. I'm
so excited.
Shout out to Lou. They will be partying starting on Thursday. What's Thursday's date? Do you know?
I don't know. It's like 2 days after my birthday, though.
Count. So they're starting the party for Charlotte Black Gay Pride. We are hosting his day party on Saturday. So if you are in Charlotte, if you're headed to Charlotte, please come and see us, take pictures with us. It really means a lot to us that we are being requested at these events, especially within our community. Yes. So we're gonna go down there on another road trip. So look forward to Instagram at Morning Wood Show. We're gonna be posting really crazy videos.
And videos, oh my God.
All weekend long. Also, we need you all to get over to richiesky.com.
Yes,
check out his website.
All new website. We have this whole theme called Richie Sky Wet Dreams, and basically that will be the theme for the new album, new music. Have a lot of promotional appearances coming up, and where I'm DJing and I'm doing all kinds of things, including emceeing Alsura's White Attire Affair, which you guys need to head over to alsura.org to get tickets for. It is July the 27th, I think.
27th, yes.
27th, yes. So make sure that you guys get tickets for that because we'll both be there wearing our white.
Yes, I got a fierce old tablecloth I'm gonna chop up.
Ooh, yes. Then shortly after that, you'll be in New York City.
Shortly after that, I will be in New York City. I am a part of National Youth Pride Services East Region Conference, and they are going to be bringing a lot of youth in the East Region together to have workshops and speakers there for them. I will be on a panel on Friday night, and I'll also be co-hosting a workshop entitled Fix My Life, Relationships and Dating 101. So that's going to be interesting.
Fix that life.
To give them my boobism.
Your commentary.
And that's also my birthday weekend. So after the workshop, I'm going to turn all the way up. So if you're in New York and you want to plan me a surprise party, hit him up.
I'll be there.
And y'all plan it and work it out, and I'll show up and be fabulous. Also with me, yesterday I had a fantastic photo shoot with the amazing Billy Malloy, who did his Wet Dreams photo shoot for my new single that's coming out, The Love War. I'm so excited about it. It's my first time coming out as a music artist. The photo shoot was amazing. Coming out as a music artist I've been doing this for a long time. But I'm so excited about the photo shoot. I'm so excited for everything the whole package that I'm putting together for you all. So stay tuned. I'm trying to build a website. You can follow me on Facebook, Bouvier, that's the fan page. Instagram, Mr. Bouvier. I have a YouTube. I can't think of all that stuff right now. But just stay tuned. I'm really, really excited about that.
Then right after that, you can catch me in Dominican Republic for Inferno DR.
Yes.
After that, New Orleans.
Yes.
After that, we'll be in Chicago hosting.
Yes.
And then I'll be right back in Chicago the next weekend in October, the last weekend in October, DJing the Terra Nova fashion show for Blake Martin Productions. So we have a busy.
So we're not just not doing shows.
I want you to know that we are working.
We have a lot going on. We're so blessed to be able to do all the things that we do. So thank you for watching. Thank you for keep following. Thank you for spreading the Morning Wood message. I am the legendary DeMar Maurice Bouvier, coming out new artist.
He came out. I am Richie Sky.
DJ Richie Sky.
Yes, DJ.
International
DJ Richie Sky. And we are the hosts of the Morning Wood Show, and we want to thank you for watching. We love you.
Peace. Ooh, that was long. I thought we were sitting here for 30 minutes.